Dear students, in this video we are going to see about list and tuples. What is list? Actually, list is a sequential ordered collection of elements. Here list is constructed by placing expressions within square brackets separated by commas. Here the list of elements must be given in the square bracket and each element must be separated by comma. Here, this type of expression only called it as list of literals. List literals means any type of data you can give it in this manner. In this list contains multiple values, can store multiple values. The two values are like this, any number of values you can store like this format. Each value can be any type. Here you can use integer number, string you can use, or some character or float number, any type of data you can give here. Here given some examples for list. Next we can see how to access list of elements. Here the elements of list can be accessed in two ways. The first method by multiple assignments. Here we are having a list. Here list is the list name. Here we are having two elements. One is 10 and second one is 20. The list of elements must be in square bracket and separated by comma. Like this, any number of elements you can give in this list. Here first unpack a list into its elements and binds each element to its different name of the variables. Here we have to assume this 10 to x variable and 20 to y variable. In the above example, x will become 10 and y will become 20. Then the second method for accessing the elements in a list by the element selection operator, also expressed using square bracket. Let's see an example. Here we are having list of elements. Each list of elements we are having some index value. Actually the array elements starts from 0. The first element stored in the 0th location. Then the second element stored in the first location. Like this, n minus 1 manner the elements will be stored. Here if you want to access the second element, you have to give the index of a of 1, a of 0, a of 1, like this manner. Based on this index value, we can access the elements from the list. Here in this list we have two elements. First one is 10, its index value is 0, and second one is 20, its index value is 1 only. That is given. Here each one we have two values. One is index and another one is its original values. Index position and second one is value. So two values are bundled into one single representation. So which is called pair representation. Pair means each one we have two values. One is index position and another one is value, which is called it as pair representation. Above example, the list of 0, list is the list name and 0 is the index position. So the 0th index value will be displayed here. Here 10 is the 0th index value here. Next list of 1, the 1 index value will be displayed here 20. Here bundling two values together into one can be considered as a pair. Therefore list can be called as pairs. Here given example how to represent rational numbers using list. We know each rational numbers we have two values. One is numerator and second one is denominator. So in our list also we are going to take two values. One for numerator and second one is denominator values. So this pseudocode we need two integers. They are numerator and denominator. Here we are having an abstract function rational of with the two numbers n comma d. It is going to return n as a numerator and d as a denominator. So first here to extract n and d we are going to take another two functions which are called it as selector function. Here numer and denom are selector function. Here first numer function is going to return the first index value, 0th index value, and denom going to return second index value, return of x of 1. It is going to return its first index value. Here I am going to show demo in Python shell programming. Here I am using Python 3.6.7. It's free downloaded only. If you are interested to do, you can also download and install in your system and work it out. Here first I am going to create a list. My list name is L. L is equal to the list of elements must be in the square bracket and each element must be separated by comma. Here I am going to use three different types of elements, two integers and one string. String is a sequence of characters only. The string element must be in single quotes or in double quotation only. Here in my list I have three elements. Next, if you want to display all the elements from the list, just you have to give the list name. If you give the list name, the list of elements will be displayed. Next, we can see how to access list elements. Here we can access the list elements in two ways. One by using its index value. Actually, the index value starts from 0 to n-1 from left to right. At the same time, we can give the index value from -1 from right to left. Right to left, the index value starts from -1. From left to right, the index value starts from 0. Here, if you want to display the 0th index value, we can give L. L is my list name and its index value. Index value 0 means its 0th index value will be displayed. If you want to access this D, this string, you can give the index 0, 1, 2. If we give the index value 2, the last element will be displayed. L of 2. 2 means the last index value will be displayed. Second index value will be displayed. At the same time, the index starts from -1 from right to left. Here if we give L of -1, here the last index value will be displayed here, -1. If we give L of -2, second index value from right to left will be displayed here. Second index value from right to left is 78. So in this manner you can access different elements from the list. Next we can see how to access the list elements by using its individual list element name. Here I am going to create another list. L is equal to, here list element must be in the square bracket. Here I am going to use two different types of elements. Here I am going to give separate name for each element list. Here X for 78 and Y for next element of 56 is equal to, I am going to assign these two names for the list elements of L. If you want to access the element 78, just you can give the name of the element. X, if you give X means that proper element will be displayed. Then if you want to access the element of Y, you can just give its name. By giving its name, you can access the second element. So these are the two methods of accessing list elements. Next we can see about tuples. This tuples also same as list only. This list of elements given in the square bracket, but tuple elements given in the parenthesis and separated by comma. Next, the second one is the list elements can be changed, but the tuple elements cannot be changed. Here given the 2 points, a tuple is a comma separated sequence of values surrounded with parenthesis. Parenthesis means the symbol is called it as parenthesis. Tuple is similar to a list, but the difference between the two is that you cannot change the elements of a tuple. The tuple elements cannot be changed. Once you assign the elements, cannot be changed again. But the list of elements can be changed. The list elements can be changed. These elements can be changed in another elements, or you can insert new elements between two list of elements, or can delete some elements also. This is the main difference between list and tuples. Here given the pseudocode for the representation of tuple as a pair. Here num is the tuple name is equal to 1, 2. In this tuples we are having two elements 1 and 2. The tuple elements must be given in the parenthesis and separated by comma. Next its index value starts from 0 and 1. Here we have only two elements. So its index are 0 for 1 and 1 for 2. Here nums of 0. 0 means its 0th elements is going to be displayed. 0th element is 1. Next nums of 1. 1 means first index value only displayed. Here 2 is the first index value. Here note the square bracket notation is used to access the data you stored in the pair. The data is 0 indexed, meaning you access the first element with nums of 0. First elements given in the index of 0 and the second element given in the index of nums of 1. Its index value only 0 and 1. Both are index. Next we can see how to create a tuple. For creating a tuple, first I have to give tuple name. Here my tuple name is T. T is equal to list of tuple elements. The tuple elements must be in the parenthesis and each element must be separated by comma. Here I am going to give 3 different types of tuple elements. First one is integer. Integer means without decimal point. Next one is string. String is a sequence of characters, must be given in single or double quotes. Here I given in double quotes only. Next I am going to give character. Character also must be given in single or double quotation. Here I given in the double quotes. Next we can close it. In my tuple T, I have 3 different types of elements. You want to display the tuple element, just you have to give the tuple name T. If you give the tuple name, you can display all the tuple elements. The index value starts from 0 from left to right. Left to right, the index value starts from 0. The index value of 45 is 0. The index value of J is 1. The index value of V is 2. Like this, the index value starts from -1 from right to left. Right to left, the index value starts from -1. Here the value of index value of V is -1. The index value of J is -2, like this manner. Here by using its index value, we can access the elements from the tuple. Here next we can see how to access by using its index value. Here T of must be given in the square bracket. If we give this 0, the 0th element will be displayed here. The 45. 45 is the 0th index value. Will be displayed here. We want J, you can give T of 1. 1 means first index value will be displayed. Here J will be displayed. Suppose if you want to display the last element, you can list out from left to right as well as right to left also. If you want to give it from right to left, you can give T of -1. If you give -1, the last element will be displayed here. So here the last element we displayed here. This is the first method of accessing the tuple elements. Next we can access the tuple elements by using its individual element name. Here we can give name for each tuple elements. I am going to give 3 different names for 3 different tuple elements. Here I am going to give X for 45. Here I have 3 tuple elements 45, J and V. I am going to give X for 45, comma Y for J and Z for next third element is equal to, I am going to give its tuple. Next if you want to access the first element, just you can give its name X. If you give X, the first element will be displayed. Next if you give Y, the second element will be displayed here. Here I am going to give Y, the second element J displayed here. You want to display the third element, just you can give Z. Next third element will be displayed here. These are the 2 ways of accessing the tuple elements. Next we can see the difference between list and tuple. In list we can do any modifications. List elements can be modified, but tuple will not allow us to do any modification from the elements of tuple. Let's see an example. Here I have a list. L is equal to, in this list I have 4 elements. The list of elements must be in the square bracket, each element separated by comma. This list I have 4 elements, 2 integers, 1 string and 1 character. Here I am going to add new element at the position of 1. In the first index place I am going to add new element. Here L dot, L is my list name, dot operator, and insert. Here insert is used to insert new element. Insert of, here I have to give the position, insert index position, at which index value you are going to insert the element. I am going to insert the element at the first index, comma, next what value you want to insert. Here I am going to insert the element 10,000. Here we can add the new element. If you want to display the list elements, you can display by using its list name. Here the new element 10,000 added in the first index location. In list we can do like these modifications, but tuple will not allow us to do like this modification. Next I am going to create a tuple, TP. TP is my tuple name. Here the tuple elements must be in the parenthesis. Here also I am going to give 3 different types of elements. Here string, next another one is character. Each element must be separated by comma. Here I have 3 different types of elements. Tuple elements must be in the open and closing parenthesis. Here if you want to display the tuple elements, here simply you can give tuple name. Here I am going to insert the element in the first index place. Here the tuple name, my tuple name is TP dot insert of, insert INSCRT, insert of, here in the first index, comma, that 6,000 I am going to add. Here it will show the error. Why means here this will not allow us to add any new elements. Tuple elements are not modifiable. Here object no attributes like insert. Here the tuples will not allow us to do any modification. This is the main difference between list and tuple. Finally, we can see the summary of this video. In this video, we have seen 2 different data structures. One is list and second one is tuples. List and tuples both are ordered collection of elements only. Here we can store any sequence of elements. We can store integer, float numbers, character or string, any different types of numbers we can store. Each values we are having index values also. Index value starts from 0 to n minus 1. The first element stored in the 0th index value. Second element stored in the first index values, like this. Here what is the difference between list and tuples? In list the elements can be changed. Here we can change any one of the elements, or we can insert new elements, or we can delete any elements from the list. But tuples cannot be changed. It won't allow us to change any elements from the tuples. These are the difference between list and tuples. Thank you students. Please subscribe for more videos.